I Want Answers is made possible by the Grand River Dam Authority, the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, RCB Bank, Rogers State University, the Tulsa Port of Catoosa, Kelvion Incorporated, Advanced Research Chemicals, Bank of Commerce in Chouteau, and the generous support of viewers like you.
The Wilburton Diggers and the Claremore Sequoyah Eagles are here to face off as we continue the second round of I Want Answers. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Oklahoma's favorite academic game show, I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. I'm your host, Anna Berry. Now, tonight, we continue the second round of our competition with the Wilburton Diggers and the Claremore Sequoyah Eagles. Welcome back to both of you teams. You guys feeling good tonight? Yeah. Excited? Yeah. Great. All right. Now, remember, these teams are competing for a chance in $12,000 of scholarship money that will be awarded in the championship at the end of the season. So let's start off by meeting some of our players from Wilburton. We're going to start with you. We have Andrew Hawthorne. You're a sophomore. How you doing? We got sophomore James McCabe. Hi, hi. We have senior Devin Cox. Howdy. And senior Anthony Goddard. Goddard, right? Yeah, awesome. All right, Wilburton, you guys feeling good? Great, happy to have you here. Now let's meet the players from Sequoyah. We'll start with you, junior Liam O'Neill. Hi, hi. We have senior Dakota Jackson. We have sophomore Dan Padgett and senior Will Padgett, team captain. All right, you feeling good, Sequoyah? Yeah, great. All right, well, I know you guys are ready to start and you want some good questions, but the show is about what I want, and I want some answers. So we begin our competition again with the speed round.
Next up, it's the speed round. The speed round consists of individual answer questions worth 10 points each. The first team member to buzz in gets to answer. No conferring between team members is allowed in this round.
All right, got your buzzer hands ready? All right, here we go. Speed. What general period of European history occurred between the Renaissance and the Age of Reason? Sequoyah?
Romantic.
Incorrect. Wilburton?
Victorian?
Incorrect. Reformation. What can be said about a chemical equation that has the same number of atoms of each element on both sides of Wilburton?
It is balanced.
Correct. The city of Mosul in Iraq is on the banks of what river? Sequoyah?
Tigris.
Correct. What is the term for a cylindrical sample of soil, ice, snow, or rock? Wilburton?
A core?
Correct. What sea is named after the explorer who initially gave the name Van Diemen's Land to a huge South Pacific island? Wilburton?
Caspian Sea.
Incorrect. You have an answer, Sequoyah? Yes?
Bird.
Incorrect. It's Tasman Sea. Here's a photo question. The remaining sections of the famous wall pictured here were built during what Chinese imperial dynasty? Wilburton?
The Ming Dynasty?
Correct. What author said this, but in other words, quote, "No male Homo sapiens is a relatively small landmass surrounded by dihydrogen oxide," unquote? Sequoyah?
Albert Einstein.
Incorrect. Wilburton?
Wagner?
Incorrect. John Donne. What city at the northern end of the Adriatic Sea was a leading medieval European sea power? A place I really want to go. Venice. Math question. Ready? Terry walks at a rate of 4 miles per hour and Donna at a rate of 3 miles per hour. If Donna has a half-hour head start, how long will it be from when Terry starts walking until she catches Donna? Wilburton?
30 minutes.
Incorrect. Sequoyah?
24 minutes.
Incorrect. 1.5 hours. It is a collection of Greek sculptures, mainly of the Phidian school. It includes the bulk of the surviving sculptural decoration of the Parthenon. The collection is now in the British Museum and is known as the Elgin what? Marbles, the Elgin marbles. Video question by Justin Alberty, GRDA Corporate Communications Director.
In what Oklahoma town is the annual OK Mozart Festival held?
Wilburton?
Bartlesville.
Correct. Pterosaurus are the earliest vertebrates known to have evolved what capability? Sequoyah?
Flight.
Correct. The New York city of Ithaca was named after an island off the coast of what country? Wilburton?
Greece.
Correct. Another place I want to go. All right, this excerpt from the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle is about what heavenly object seen in 1066. Quote, "Then there was seen all over England a sign such as no one had ever seen. Some called it the long-haired star with a tail streaming like smoke." Wilburton?
A comet.
A specific comet?
Halley's Comet.
Correct. Good job. What nation is an above sea level part of the mid-Atlantic ridge? Wilburton?
Iceland.
Correct. Video question by Tad Jones, Executive Director of Will Rogers Memorial Museum.
What city was the original capital of Oklahoma?
Sequoyah?
Guthrie.
Correct. Who said this at the 1775 Virginia Convention? Quote, "Is life so dear or peace so sweet as to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery? Forbid it, Almighty God. I know not what course others may take." Sequoyah?
Patrick Henry.
Correct. Photo question. And that bell means that time's up for the speed round. The score stands at 70 for Wilburton and 40 for Sequoyah. We'll be right back.
Every day, the employees of the Grand River Dam Authority strive for excellence by focusing on the 5 E's: employees, electricity, environmental stewardship, economic development, and efficiency. We do this by producing low-cost, reliable electricity that touches 75 of the 77 counties in the state. At no cost to the taxpayers, we also manage 70,000 surface acres of lakes and the scenic Illinois River. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity for Oklahoma.
The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation is a proud sponsor of I Want Answers on RSU Public TV. Throughout his life, Gerald Westby worked hard to add to the quality of life through his legacy of support for the arts, arts education, and culture. The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation continues this work.
Imagine a place strong enough to weather any storm, built on a foundation of trust and integrity. Imagine sowing a single seed that makes a forest grow. What if there's a bank like that, where all your financial dreams can become reality? Well, that's my bank. That's RCB Bank.
Welcome back to I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. Before we start our advantage round, let's take a minute to get to know the Wilburton Diggers a little bit better. How are you feeling, Wilburton? Feeling good? Yeah, you're doing great. All right, Andrew, let's talk about you. What type of music do you like? You like music?
I do.
Yeah? Do you have like an iPod, or do you listen to music when you're
I usually use my phone.
on your phone? What's the song that you your go-to song?
I don't really know.
Like, do you like heavy metal? Do you like jazz? Do you like rock and roll?
Rock and roll.
You like rock and roll, like classics or new rock?
Yeah.
Classics?
Well, both.
Oh, come on, give me a band. Like the music of silence. Okay, you can think about it. James, what about you? Are you into music?
I love music.
You love music. What do you love?
I especially like this musical. It's called Hamilton.
Oh, Hamilton.
It's pretty amazing.
Are you going to see it when they come to Tulsa?
They're coming to Tulsa?
They're coming to Tulsa.
That's
I think
amazing.
2019, they're coming.
Oh, yeah.
Did that just make your day?
That would make my day.
It's already happened, so, get tickets. They're not as expensive as they are in New York. I know that.
That would be amazing.
Awesome. Okay, Devin, what about you?
I really like alternative music.
Alternative like what?
Like Linkin Park, like the old Linkin Park, and like I also like pop like music too, like kind of more like Panic at the Disco.
Oh, Panic at the Disco. I don't know them. Cool. Pop, alternative. That's cool. What about you, Anthony?
Just like pop and rock.
Pop and rock,
Yeah.
like top 40s, whatever's on the radio?
Kind of, yeah.
Or off
and
the
also
radio.
old stuff like 70s.
70s, classic
70s.
rock. You
Yes.
remember the band, Andrew? Sometimes it happens when the camera's off of you.
I
No.
can't.
Time's up. Okay, no problem. Now it is time for the advantage round.
Next up, the advantage round. In this round, the teams face off by first attempting to answer a speed question. The first team that answers correctly receives 10 points and the opportunity to answer 3 advantage questions worth 10 points. After the 3 advantage questions, it's back to speed questions to determine who gets the next advantage question. The speed questions can be answered by anyone, but the answers for the advantage questions must come from the team captain.
Alrighty, here we go. Buzzer hands ready. This first speed question is a photo question. The waterfalls pictured here are part of the largest waterfall system in the world, located on the border between Argentina and Brazil. Name this waterfall. Wilburton?
Angel Falls?
Incorrect. I can't wait to say this. Iguazu Falls. Iguazu Falls. All right. Immediately following the revolution in Russia, there was a panic in the U.S. that communism would continue to spread in this country. This was the what? Sequoyah?
Red Scare?
Correct. Advantage for Sequoyah. Topic is psychology. There are 3 stages of unconsciousness. First is drowsiness. Second is stupor. Name the third, in which a motionless and silent victim cannot be roused at all.
Coma?
Correct. What does REM stand for in relation to dreaming?
Yeah, I don't know. Pass on that. I'm not sure.
Rapid eye movement. Psychologists refer to this phenomenon by the abbreviation TOT. It means that a person feels like he is almost, but not quite able to recall something. For what does the abbreviation TOT stand?
Tip of tongue?
Correct. All right, back to speed, and it's a math question. Find the radius of a circle that has its center at 0, 0, and passes through -6, 8. Wilburton?
10.
Great job. Advantage for Wilburton. The topic is minerals. Mafic minerals are ferromagnesian, meaning that they contain what 2 elements?
Iron and nickel. Iron and nickel.
Incorrect. Iron and magnesium. The only 2 minerals that are naturally magnetized are perovskite and what other?
Magnetite.
Correct. What 2 minerals have C as their entire chemical formulas?
Diamond coal.
Incorrect. Diamond and graphite. All right. Let's get back to speed. What type of conjunction is in this line? Quote, Mr. Goring said that he was not only a great pilot, but also a... Sequoyah?
But.
Correct. Incorrect. Wilburton?
Coordinating?
Incorrect. Correlative. Everyone's like, what? Okay. The dinoflagellates comprise an order of minute marine protozoa associated with extensive discoloration of seawater. This phenomenon is what kind of tide? Wilburton?
Red tide?
Correct. Advantage for Wilburton, and we have the topic diseases. Black lung is an occupational disease associated with what industry?
Coal mining.
Correct. This disease, first identified in Lyme, Connecticut, is carried by what organism?
Ticks.
Correct. What kind of cells are formed from normal cells through the process of carcinogenesis?
Cancer cells.
Correct. Great job. All right, back to speed. What character says this? Quote, "Let everyone in the world halt unless the entire world acknowledges that nowhere on earth is there a damsel more beautiful than the Empress of La Mancha, she who has no equal." Wilburton?
Don Quixote.
Correctamundo. All right. Advantage for Wilburton. Peninsulas is your topic. Oman is the easternmost country on what peninsula?
Arabian Peninsula.
Correct. What peninsula is practically bisected by the Apennines?
Iberian.
Incorrect. Italian peninsula. In the Peninsular War, Napoleon's forces fought in what two Iberian countries?
Ireland. Portugal and Spain.
Correct. All right, back to speed. Name the congressional action taken to revoke the Sedition Act of 1918, the Chinese Exclusion Act, the National Maximum Speed Law, and Racial Integrity Act of 1924. Sequoyah?
Veto.
Incorrect. Anyone? The correct term is repeal. As the frequency increases, what happens to the wavelength? Wilburton?
It decreases.
Correct. Advantage for Wilburton. Gerunds. What is the collective term for participles, infinitives, and gerunds?
Articles.
Incorrect. Verbals. What is the gerund phrase in this example? Hortense avoided doing her homework to reserve the energy to peel her aunt's grapes.
To peel.
Incorrect. Doing her homework. As what part of the sentence is the gerund used in this example? Quote, he left immediately after an hour of testifying.
Immediately after.
Incorrect. It's object of the preposition. All right, back to, and that is all the time we have for the advantage round. Great job, you guys. 170 for Wilburton and 70 for Sequoyah. We're coming right back.
I Want Answers is made possible by the Tulsa Port of Catoosa, one of the largest, most inland river ports of the U.S. inland river system. Agricultural commodities, building materials, fuel, and machinery are shipped into and out of the Tulsa Port of Catoosa daily using a combination of barge, rail, and truck. To learn more about the Tulsa Port of Catoosa, visit their website at tulsaport.com. And also by Kelvion Incorporated, global experts in heat exchange, committed to providing quality products and services with honesty, integrity, and commitment to customers, employees, shareholders, and the global community. For more information about Kelvion, visit kelvion.com. And also by Advanced Research Chemicals, providing customer-focused solutions to basic and advanced chemical applications. ARC has a long history of giving back to our local and international communities. For more information, visit fluoridearc.com.
I love coming into the lab every day. My job is to screen evidence for DNA analysis. When I started at Rogers State University, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. But after I took my first chemistry class, I realized that I wanted to be in the lab. It does feel good to go to school and to find a direction and then wind up doing something that I enjoy. Not everyone can say that. It all started for me at Rogers State University.
I Want Answers is made possible by the Bank of Commerce in Chouteau.
And welcome back to I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. Before we start our whirlwind round, let's get to know the Claremore Sequoyah Eagles a little bit better. How you doing, guys? Feeling good? All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about music. Liam O'Neill, you're a junior. Are you into music? You play music, right?
Yeah, I'm in choir, and I play a little bit of the bass guitar, like this guy over here.
Yeah. What type of music do you like?
I listen to quite a bit of everything, actually. I like metal, classic rock, rap.
Neat. Okay. What about you, Dakota? Are you into music?
Yeah, I'm more into, I'm in choir too, but I'm more into like Christian rap, like Lecrae and KB and Andy Mineo.
Yeah, I think Lecrae just came to Canes. Did you, yeah?
I wasn't able to see it, no.
Ah, okay, cool. Well, next time. What about you, Dan?
Oh yeah, I love it. I love music so much.
You love it so much?
Yeah.
Like, what's your favorite genre?
Grunge, definitely.
Grunge, cool. Can you play?
Yeah, I can play most of about any grunge song. It's
like
basic.
Old school grunge, like my time, like the 90s, like when it came out?
Nirvana, Alice in Chains, all that.
I remember that well. All right, what about you, Will?
Yeah, I love music. I'll listen to about anything as long as it's honest. I can't really stand auto-tune or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean, country, metal, rock, jazz, blues, you know.
Classical?
Yeah, even a little bit of that.
Well-rounded musicians and music lovers. Awesome. All right, everyone, now it is time for the whirlwind round.
Next up, the whirlwind round. In this round, the trailing team gets to pick from one of 3 categories, and they get to choose whether they wish to answer the category's questions themselves or force the other team to answer. The team will have 60 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. Then the other team gets their turn at one of 3 remaining categories. Each correct answer is worth 10 points. If any team correctly answers all 10 of their questions within a minute, they will receive 10 bonus points.
All right, so Claremore, Sequoyah, you guys are trailing right now, so you get to pick your category. We have Americana, playing the percentages, or fill in the blank.
We'll do fill in the blank for us.
Awesome. Fill in the blank for you guys. Let's do this. So, fill in the blank. Michael Dell made his fortune by eliminating the middleman and selling what directly to customers?
Computers?
Correct. At the equator, 1 degree of what is equal to 69.7 miles? At the North Pole, 0 miles.
Longitude?
Correct. Clarence Darrow and Jimmy Hoffa face trial for tampering with what to affect earlier trials?
The jury?
Correct. Unlike any other animals, humans, what, are S-curved to keep them upright?
Spine.
Correct. The phrase one fell what refers to the fierce move a hawk makes when seizing its prey?
Swoop.
Correct. A geometric figure is defined as what if it can be divided into 2 parts that are mirror images of each other?
Symmetrical.
Correct. Each arm. All right. Wow, good job. So now it is Wilburton's turn. You guys get to pick between Americana, playing the percentages, or common tools.
We'll do percentages.
Percentages. All right. Instructions. Change each of the following fractions to a percentage.
Okay.
All right. 19 over 20.
95%.
Correct. 14 over 20.
70%.
Correct. 5 over 8.
62.5%.
Correct. 13 over 20.
65%.
Correct. 24 over 25.
96%.
Correct. 6 over 5.
120%.
Correct. 6 over 25.
24%.
Correct. 11 over 20.
35%.
Correct. 9 over 25.
36%.
Correct. 7 over 20.
35%.
Correct. All right. You guys got them all, and you get some extra points for that. Awesome. Great job. So we are going to go back to some speed questions. The score currently is 280 for Wilburton and 130 for Sequoyah. In the Gone series by Michael Grant, there is a malevolent creature called a gaephage. This term is a combination of Gaia, a Greek term for the earth, and phage, another Greek term that means what? Sequoyah?
Plant.
Incorrect. Wilburton?
Fish.
Incorrect. It's to devour, to eat, consume. Monks are to monasteries as nuns are to what? Wilburton?
Nunnery.
Correct. The stage name for what American singer-songwriter who came into prominence in the 1960s was inspired by the name of a British poet who wrote this line, quote, "Rage, rage against the dying of the light," unquote. Wilburton?
Dylan.
Correct.
Thomas.
The Trans-Alaska Pipeline begins at Prudhoe Bay, which is adjacent to what sea? Sequoyah?
Bering.
Incorrect. Wilburton?
Arctic.
Incorrect. It's Beaufort Sea. With the exception of mandible, all the bones of the skull are joined to one another by what kind of joints? Sequoyah?
Fused joints?
Incorrect. Wilburton?
Tendons.
Incorrect. It's sutures. The first names of the last 3 Cuban leaders are Raul, Fidel, and what other? Wilburton?
Fidel Jr.
No. Sorry. Sequoyah?
Marco?
No. Good guesses, you guys. It's Fulgencio. Wow, and that bell concludes tonight's competition. The final score stands at 300 for Wilburton and 130 for Sequoyah. So that means that Wilburton, you guys are our winners. Great job and well done to both of you. Thank you so much. So Wilburton, they will advance to our semifinal round of the competition. And so we'll see you guys, Wilburton, in a few weeks. Thank you both teams for playing. And thank you, audience, for joining us as we showcase the knowledge of our local Green Country High School academic teams. Be sure to follow I Want Answers on Facebook and Instagram. And you can always catch up on past episodes anytime on rsu.tv. We'll see you next time for another exciting competition on I Want Answers.